if you're looking to book an inflatable in the Lexington, Kentucky area, this video might just save your party. Here are 9 things that you should ask every inflatable rental company prior to putting any money down for a deposit. You're already stressed. Most parents aren't trying to become the party expert. They're just trying to make sure Johnny and Susie have a great birthday experience. They want a clean and safe experience without any more stress. Well, these questions are going to help weed out the companies that quietly make party day that much more stressful. I'm Ricky with Backyard Responders, and we set these up every weekend across central Kentucky, and this is the real world checklist that you're going to need. Question number 1, are you guys insured? This matters because if someone gets hurt or property gets damaged, which it most likely will at some point, not necessarily for your setup, but it could happen. These things are big pieces of equipment. That usually means that the homeowner eats the problem if you're dealing with an uninsured company. Insurance is the difference between handled professionally and, well, good luck. Hope your homeowner's policy likes surprises. They don't. A solid company will say yes, and you'll be able to move on to question number 2. If you hear, we've never had issues, or don't worry about it, that's not protection. That's a story. All right, guys, question number 2. How do you guys anchor? Anchoring is the foundation of every single unit. It's because kids play hard, they jump heavy, they pile in the corners, and we also have this little thing called Mother Nature. She is going to show up at your party uninvited every single time. The best way to alleviate that is just go ahead and anchor the way that you're supposed to from the manufacturer's recommendations. Anchoring is what keeps a giant inflatable from shifting, tipping, moving, sliding across the ground. Anchoring is the best way to alleviate all of those things. Most inflatable horror stories always start with lazy anchoring. A good answer sounds something like, we anchor every single spot, every single time, no matter what the conditions are. And then a bad answer would be something like, it's heavy enough. Couple stakes, perfect, no problem. We don't need to put any more down. That's a red flag. Go ahead and just move on. Question number 3, what is your wind and weather policy? Yeah, remember that little lady we talked about? Mother Nature? How she's just going to show up uninvited to your party? This one's for her. If a company doesn't have a clear policy, they're more likely to set up in an unsafe condition just to avoid those refunds. You don't really want that judgment call when your kids are playing out there and the wind picks up. Probably not the best time to figure that one out. A professional company monitors the weather, communicates early, and chooses safety over schedules. Every time, no matter what. If they say it's your decision, they're handing you the risk. You're paying them to manage. All right, guys, question number 4. How do you clean in between rentals? Kids, they drool, they sweat, they spill drinks, they track in mud, and worse. If cleaning is inconsistent, you're basically renting a shared play surface with mystery history. Don't want that. You want to hear every rental, every time, and you want them to focus on entrances, floors, steps, slides, and other touch points with inside the bounce house, the slide, the obstacle course, interactive game, whatever you guys are looking to get. If the answer is we clean when it looks dirty or rain rinses it, it's not really a process. That's called hope. Question number 5, do you inspect your inflatables? Inflatables take wear. The seams break down, the netting breaks down, Velcro breaks down, the slide liners break down. Every single time we take these out, they're going to be inspected. Inspections catch small problems before they become party day problems. You don't want party day problems. We should be checking those things out for you. If a company only inspects at the start of the season or says, it's basically brand new, that's not enough. These things have to be inspected so that our problem does not become your problem. Question number 6. What's included in delivery and setup? Some companies drop it off in your yard, and suddenly you're making all of the placement decisions that should have been done prior to day of. Also, you're troubleshooting the power and guessing on safety. We're going back to prior steps. Was this clean? Was this inspected? Does their equipment work? Did they bring a functional blower, a functional extension cord? That's not a rental. That's an unpaid internship. Did you sign up to do an internship? No, you did not. You signed up to get a rental from a professional company. A full service rental includes delivery, setup, anchoring, and takedown. Party day is not the day to learn by trial and error. Alrighty guys, question number 7. What power do you need and how close? This one breaks parties all the time. Guys, we've got to think about this. We're putting a large piece of equipment out in your yard. We need to be close by a power source to make this thing work, or we need to be thinking generators. Now, question is the company that you're going to be working with, do they supply a generator? Do they have generators available for rent? Do they supply the extension cords? And are their extension cords functional? And are they reaching the rating that the equipment actually needs to run and draw the power off of? Inflatables need a dedicated outlet close enough to safely run the blower. Trip breakers, shared circuits, or outlets too far away lead to sad bounce houses and frustrated kids. Not only frustrated kids, frustrated parents. When little Johnny and little Susie are a little upset, mommy and daddy are going to hear about it. They want to have fun. Mommy and daddy don't want to stress. For us, the power source has to be within 75 feet of the setup location. If power is farther, it needs solved before we set up. That's what I'm talking about when we go with generators and how long our extension cords are, all that kind of stuff. All right, guys, question number 8. How do you set it up for supervision and safety? The safest parties are the ones where adults can actually see what is happening. Of course, bad placement creates blind spots and chaos. A good company sets it up so entrances and exits are visible. Supervision is easy and rules are simple, and I'll also add that supervision is required. Kids cannot play on these things without supervision. And we also just want to make sure parents are not guessing. Day of, we want to know that you guys are safe, kids are safe, and that you guys are going to have the safest, most awesome experience that you possibly can on little Johnny and little Susie's birthday party day. All right, guys, question number 9. It's last but not least in questions that you should ask the inflatable rental company that you are about to book with. And it is, what happens at pickup? Little Johnny, little Susie, they had an awesome weekend. But mom and dad are tired. It was a long, stressful weekend. Thankfully, you chose to go with a reputable inflatable company. And here is what they are going to do. They're going to show up when they said they're going to show up. They're going to clean, inspect, take down, and they're going to roll the inflatable, and they're going to respect your property, your backyard, and your time. This is something that you should not be doing. You paid really good money, and you want your yard to be returned to the way it was prior to your party. If you ask these 9 questions, you avoid the big problems: unsafe setup, dirty equipment, power failures, vague weather calls, and surprise responsibilities. If you're a busy mom or dad and you're in the Lexington or Central Kentucky area and you want a clean, insured, properly anchored, stress-free setup, request a quote with Backyard Responders. You can go online to backyardresponders.com and get a free, no obligation quote right there on the website. We'll help you choose the right unit for your space and your age group. Thank you.